What is up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be going over everything you need to know about Fortnite's newest update. This update is going to be mostly Star Wars themed. As always, if you guys do enjoy this video, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and comment down below what you think of this week's changes. So like I said, this update is mostly a Star Wars update. The biggest thing that was added in this update is going to be the Ahsoka challenges to unlock the skin, as well as the Ahsoka Jedi training, which you can find on the island, similar to what we had in Chapter 4 Season 2, where you'll see the Jedi kind of standing around. This will also be marked on your map. You can go and talk to them and then receive Jedi training and a lightsaber from them. You can only get Ahsoka's training for this update though, and that is going to be the force push ability, as well as like the double jump and faster sprint if you do have the lightsaber out. So that's very nice. I think when we had the Star Wars update in Chapter 4 Season 2, there was also the rocks that you could like throw using it, and I believe there was another mythic or ability that was more annoying, and then like the force push was like kind of the more meh of the Jedi training. So that is, personally, if you don't really care about Star Wars and you just don't want busted things in the game, luckily they didn't put the most busted Jedi ability in the game. The force push definitely can still be helpful under certain circumstances, and it can be annoying when you have someone incredibly weak and then they just keep like force pushing you away and then blocking bullets. But overall, this isn't as annoying as, you know, past Star Wars mythics are, in my opinion. And that is the only way to get the lightsaber. There's no other, like, you know, the Star Wars crates that you can open to get lightsabers. The E11 blasters aren't in the game, or that other blaster they added at one point. It's just the Jedi training from Ahsoka, which you can find around the map. And like I said, you can do her challenges if you own the battle pass to unlock her skin. The challenges are super easy. The other changes in this update are going to be pretty minor. We got the soaring sprints and more parkour augments added back to the game. Both of these augments are good. Soaring sprints immediately is probably going to be one of the best augments in the game again, especially for zero build. It's just nice to be able to get around the map a little bit easier with the zero gravity jump. And when you combine this with shockwaves or the shockwave launcher, you go super high, which under, you know, certain circumstances can be very beneficial. In Season 3, we had a meta where a lot of times people would just soaring sprint shockwave with the explosive repeater and then rain down shots on people. That can work with the sticky grenade launcher or the EMP grenades, but I feel like it's not as effective because those items aren't as spammable, and the sticky grenade launcher's travel time is not the fastest. So if you're super high in the sky shooting this down at people, it's like a little bit harder to lead shots. I tried it at one game today, and it's not really something I want to use myself. Also, if you wanted to use like soaring sprint shockwave boom bow, I think the boom bow gets a little bit better as a result of this patch. And then the more parkour augment makes it to where you get the slap effect when you mantle something. Not the biggest deal, but it's a nice augment to have in the sense that like anytime there's something for you to mantle, you can get unlimited sprint. Just a very easy way to get unlimited sprint. So it's an augment that I'm not really going to go out of my way to get more parkour, but if I already have the augments I want and I don't feel like re-rolling, then sure, I'll take that. And then there was also a new augment added today, which increases headshot damage with marksman rifles by 15%. So this is going to be the thermal DMR and the suppressed sniper, and maybe even the boom bow would benefit from this. I don't really use those weapons, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and the suppressed sniper already does enough damage to one-hit somebody even in zero build, so it's not like you would really need this for the sniper. This is more of something that's going to be for the DMR. We are getting a new DMR likely next week, so I think that one has potential to maybe be a little bit better than the thermal DMR, but as it stands right now, I don't want to use the thermal DMR at all. This augment doesn't really change that. The birthday stuff was removed with this update, so the presents, the cake at POIs, the balloon items, the birthday battle bus, the birthday challenges, all of that stuff is removed from the game. So if you did not do the challenges and unlock the birthday cake back bling, I don't think you're going to be able to get it. Like I said, the presents are gone, so you're not going to be able to get those for extra loot anymore. The balloon augment is still in the game. The jump balloon augment you can still get if you are someone that enjoys using balloons. But as far as items go, there is no balloon item in the game anymore. The Deku Smash was also vaulted in today's update, but the ice wall remains in game. And it seems like the Deku crates are now gone as well, so it is a little bit harder to get your hands on an ice wall, but the Deku Smash is gone. Luckily, I'm sure a lot of people are going to be happy to hear that. Overall, my comment section was not happy at all when this item returned. The ice wall being a little bit more rare kind of does change the game a bit. I think running 2 guns and mobility in an ice wall is still fine, but I also think not using an ice wall and just running mobility and 3 guns can be fine as well. It's a lot of preference at this point. I've won games with 2 gun ice wall. I've won games with like 3 guns, no ice wall. And I do think the less people having it, or like it being a little bit more rare because you can't just go to the crates and get it, could make it less like necessary to carry because less fights are going to kind of revolve around the ice wall. It's still a good item, but I think less of it in the game will make it to where you have to carry it less. It just kind of changes the meta. Either way, I think is fine. I think that there's a lot of options in the current meta for what you want to run. Solo ranked 0 build was also added back today, but there are only some times where it may be available based on your region. I'll have the times on screen now. NA East, Europe, and Middle East are just always running. You can always queue solo 0 build ranked on those regions, but the other regions have set times where you need to, where the game mode will actually be active, and then outside of those times it won't be active. And the reason for this is that 0 build ranked has not had the greatest player base since it came out, and that creates very long queue times at the higher ranks. When they initially added solo 0 build ranked, they said they were just doing it as a trial, and I guess that trial, not only were enough people playing it to add it back, but they kind of found the times where it was populated or where people were playing it, and then I would imagine tried to make it available at those times, and then hopefully outside of those times, people, if they really want to play, will go to one of the regions where it's just always populated or always playable, and then that can also kind of like help fix the player base concerns. I think the easiest solution for 0 build ranked would just be have it on central only for NA. I think that would make queues a lot better, but Epic chose to kind of do it this way. It is what it is. If you want to play solo 0 build ranked, or if you were sad when it was removed, it is added back. The rocket ram also got nerfed in tournaments only, and this is only for tournaments. If you're playing public matches or if you're playing ranked, this update didn't change a thing for you. But if you are playing tournaments, the rocket ram now has 3 charges, and then the item disappears from your inventory. So kind of like shockwaves, where you have 3 shockwaves and you use them, you're gone. Doesn't recharge over time. There still is a cooldown between uses like how it used to be. And this is just for tournaments, like I said. It just makes it to where you have to actually think about how you're using the rocket ram, and you don't just have infinite mobility from the moment you find it until the game ends. And for the 5th time, this is only for tournaments. If you only play pubs or you only play ranked, this doesn't matter. This is a change specifically for tournaments because people were spamming it in in-game, I guess, and the comp community didn't like it. Don't really know. I don't pay much attention to comp. But that is going to be it for today's update. Not the biggest update by any means. The biggest thing was the Star Wars and the Jedi training, like I said. Soaring sprints being back is nice. It changes the game. Deku Smash being vaulted is great. The birthday stuff I'm kind of indifferent on. But overall, I think this update was pretty minor unless you really wanted to use the Star Wars stuff, or unless you really wanted to play solo 0 build ranked, or if you really hated the Deku Smash. Outside of that, I feel like the changes are somewhat minor. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you like to see more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Oh my gosh. Twin mag arrow too good.